They sold millions of records, dominated rock radio in the 80s, and are still touring nearly 50 years later. So why does 38 Special rarely get mentioned among rock's biggest legends? Retro Music Channel presents Stories Behind the Music. What happened to 38 Special? The story behind one of America's most underrated rock bands. If you listen to rock radio during the 1980s, chances are you've heard 38 Special. Songs like Hold On Loosely, Caught Up in You, If I'd Been the One, and Second Chance became staples of classic rock radio and are still played decades later. Yet despite their success, 38 Special rarely receives the same recognition as many of their contemporaries. So what happened to the band, and why do fans continue to discover their music today? Let's take a look at the story of one of America's most enduring rock bands. 38 Special was formed in Jacksonville, Florida in the mid-1970s. The band's most recognizable member was Donnie Van Zant, the younger brother of Ronnie Van Zant, the legendary lead singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Because of those family connections, many people expected 38 Special to become another Southern rock band, but the group had different plans. While they embraced their Southern roots, they also incorporated melodic hooks, arena rock energy, and radio-friendly songwriting. This combination helped them stand out from many other bands of the era. The result was a sound that blended Southern rock with mainstream rock appeal, creating a formula that would eventually bring them national success. The band's breakthrough came in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Songs like Rockin' Into the Night and Hold On Loosely helped establish 38 Special as a major force in American rock. Hold On Loosely in particular became one of their signature songs. Its memorable guitar riffs and relatable lyrics connected with audiences across the country. Soon after, the band released a series of successful albums that produced hit after hit. Caught Up in You became one of their biggest successes and remains one of the songs most associated with the band. What made 38 Special unique was their ability to create music that appealed to both hard rock fans and mainstream listeners. Their songs were energetic without being overly heavy, and melodic without losing their rock edge. Throughout the 1980s, 38 Special enjoyed one of the most consistent runs of success in rock music. The band continued producing memorable songs, including If I'd Been the One, Back Where You Belong, Like No Other Night, and Second Chance. Many of these songs still receive thousands of streams and radio plays every year. One reason for their longevity is that their music focused on strong songwriting rather than trends. While musical styles changed dramatically during the decade, 38 Special maintained a sound that felt both familiar and timeless. They also became known as a strong live act, building a loyal fan base through extensive touring across the United States. By the end of the decade, they had established themselves as one of the most successful American rock bands of their generation. Like many rock bands from the 1980s, 38 Special faced new challenges during the 1990s. The rise of grunge and alternative rock changed the musical landscape, and many classic rock bands found it harder to achieve the same level of radio success. However, unlike some groups that disappeared entirely, 38 Special continued performing and recording music. Over the years, lineup changes occurred, but the band's music continued to attract listeners. Their catalog remained popular on classic rock radio stations, introducing their songs to younger generations who had never experienced the band's original heyday. So what happened to 38 Special? The truth is, they never really went away. While they gradually moved out of the mainstream spotlight as musical tastes changed during the 1990s, the band continued touring and performing for loyal fans across America. Health issues eventually led founding vocalist Donnie Van Zant to retire from touring in 2013. However, the band itself continued performing, keeping the music alive for longtime fans and introducing new audiences to their classic songs. Rather than ending with a dramatic breakup or fading into obscurity, the story of 38 Special became one of perseverance, longevity, and dedication to their craft. Today, 38 Special continues to be remembered for creating some of the most enduring rock songs of the era. Although they may not always receive the same attention as some of the biggest names in classic rock, 38 Special built an impressive legacy through great songs, memorable performances, and decades of dedication to their fans. From Hold On Loosely to Caught Up in You and Second Chance, their music continues to connect with listeners around the world. More than 50 years after the band's formation, their songs remain a part of classic rock culture, and continue to inspire new generations of listeners. What is your favorite 38 Special song? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the world of classic rock.